When I open my eyes, the day is just dawning. Today is October 24th. The crispness in the air whispers that winter is approaching. For centuries, it was believed this disaster occurred in August. However, archaeological excavations told a different story. By tracing the remains of fresh autumn figs and thick wool garments found in the shops, the evidence pointed us to the true date, October 24th. I am in the magnificent room of the House of the Faun. The scent of fresh bread being prepared by the slaves in the kitchen fills every corner of the room. The calm waters of the impluvium reflect the morning light. The sky is so clear. These pools were not merely aesthetics elements. They were a part of the Romans' advanced water engineering, designed to channel rainwater from the roof into deep cisterns below, supporting the entire city's water network. I offer flowers to the Lares, the guardian spirits of our home. I pray for this day to bring us peace. Breakfast: figs, honey, and cheese. The sweetness of the honey melts on my tongue. The sound of the fountain in the garden is so peaceful. I drape my toga over my shoulders. I mustn't be late for my appointments at the Forum. When I step out the door, the city is already awake. The shouts of vendors, the rhythmic rattling of chariot wheels on the stone. Pompeii is breathing, full of life. I'm leaping across the massive stepping stones to avoid the puddles in the street. Chariots navigate skillfully between these stones. These first crosswalks of the ancient world were a brilliant solution to Pompeii's drainage problems. Since the streets also served as drainage channels, pedestrians could cross without getting their feet dirty, and chariots could pass through without hitting these stones thanks to the standardized wheel spacing. The walls are covered in bright red political posters. Holconius's candidacy is everywhere you look, on every street corner. I pass by the Fullonica, the city's laundry. Workers are treading on fabrics in large stone vats, their movements heavy and repetitive. A sharp, ammonia-like scent stings my nostrils. It's overwhelming. The Romans possessed chemicals for cleaning. Ammonia, obtained from human urine, was collected to remove the toughest stains, and was used as the primary cleaning agent in these laundries. Here is the heart of the city. Behind the columns stands the Temple of Jupiter, and just behind it, the sleepy giant Mount Vesuvius. I'm wandering through the market. The stalls are overflowing with goods. Vendors are shouting from every corner, their voices competing for attention in the morning heat. I stop to buy a jug of Pompeii's famous fish sauce. The sharp, salty scent of the sea is unmistakable. Garum sauce was the ketchup of ancient Rome. Made by salting fish and fermenting them in the sun, this sauce was exported from Pompeii to the entire empire, and it was the city's greatest source of wealth. I step into the basilica. The courts are crowded today. Lawyers are locked in heated debates. The voice of justice echoes through these massive marble walls. Leaving the Forum behind, I head into the narrow side streets. The midday heat is becoming unbearable. I'm walking toward the baths just to find a bit of cool relief. I stop at a thermopolium. Looking at the deep cavities in the warm marble counter, a thick lentil soup is steaming before me. I'm going to wash away the day's fatigue here. The slaves greet me and take my clothes. The name of this marvel is the Hypocaust. Roman engineers raised the floors on small brick pillars, allowing hot air from an outside furnace to circulate beneath the rooms and through pipes hidden within the walls. This was the world's first and most effective underfloor heating system. I am getting lost in the thick, warm steam. To be a citizen of Pompeii is to truly enjoy this level of comfort. Leaving the warmth of the baths, I step into the sun again. In the Palestra, the youths are wrestling, their bodies glistening with oil. Life feels so vibrant, as if it will never end. I take a seat in the Great Theatre and look at the view before me. Down on the stage, a tragedy is being rehearsed. I'm walking toward the amphitheater. Its massive stone walls rise like a mountain before me. When 20,000 people fill these seats, their roar shakes the very earth. The amphitheater of Pompeii was built a full century before the Colosseum in Rome. To protect the spectators from the scorching summer heat, a massive awning system called the Velarium was stretched over the arena, expertly controlled by sailors who managed the complex rigging and ropes. That brilliant red paint on the villa walls, how beautifully it tells the stories of the gods. Actually, the deep red we see today is the result of a chemical transformation. These walls were originally painted yellow. During the eruption, the intense heat of the volcanic gases baked the iron oxide in the paint, permanently turning the city's color from yellow to this iconic, haunting red. What was that? The ground is sliding out from under my feet. The birds have gone silent. The dogs are starting to howl.
May the gods have mercy on us. The mountain is tearing itself apart.
The people of Pompeii knew Vesuvius only as a fertile mountain, a provider of rich soil and fine wine. None realized that this giant, dormant for 1,500 years, was actually a monster waiting to wake. Younger Pliny described this smoke as looking like an umbrella pine tree. The column of ash and debris reached a staggering height of 33 kilometers, completely blocking the sun and plunging the city into total, absolute darkness.
White stones are raining down on our heads! They are falling like cannonballs onto the roofs. The sky itself is falling, and there is nowhere left to hide. Everyone is running to the port. Some are hiding in their homes, but I can't breathe. The air, it smells like burning sulfur.
My beautiful city. Everything is disappearing under the ashes. It wasn't the lava that killed them. It was the pyroclastic flows. Superheated avalanches of gas and ash racing down the slopes at 300 kilometers per hour. A thermal shock wave of 300 degrees Celsius, killing the people of Pompeii where they stood in a single, heart-stopping second. 79 AD. Pompeii was erased from history in a single day, and for 1,700 years, no one remembered where it lay.